I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what we've been discussing this week in the group, see what you guys think. This has been such a fun series, and I'm actually pretty sad that we only have 2 weeks left of it. And I'm actually thinking about doing another series similar to this about some other just realizations that I've had and things that I've come across just over the last couple months. Like since, because I hit the 1 year mark, I would say in October, but when I got to like September, from September until now, so much else has changed in my business that I haven't really shared about yet. And I think it would be really important to reflect back on that just so you guys can hear what's been going on. Because it's a lot of really, really good stuff and exciting stuff. And you've probably noticed that you've seen a lot less of me on maybe Facebook Lives or posting in other Facebook groups. And that's been the big piece of it, is me really leaning back, just focusing and staying as present as possible. And, the good thing is I've just been so busy with all of the incredible clients that I have. So, I want to talk to you guys about when you get to that point in your business, what that looks like and how you can manage it, because it can get overwhelming for people. And some people don't know how to manage it. And just how I've really learned to step back, lean back, and trust. Because for many, it would be scary. It would be very scary. And it was a little nerve-wracking for me at first. But God just continues to show me that He's in control, and no matter how much I lean back, He's always got my back, and He just tends to bring more and more of abundance in. Good morning, Lindsay. Great to see you. So what I want to do this morning is I just want to go through, let me just pull it up right now, the different topics that we've discussed this week. And Mondays was get real with yourself. How badly do you want it? What type of sacrifices are you willing to make in your business? And again, we're talking about the different realizations and little nuggets of wisdom that I've accumulated over year 1 in business. And I did write this back in October, probably like the week before I made my 1 year anniversary. So things have certainly even changed since then. It's crazy because I look back on some of this and I'm like, wow, I've learned even more since then. And you will notice that in business, like month to month, there will be big shifts. There will be more learning experiences. There will be realizations that, you had no idea that could happen, or things that you just never expected. So that's the really cool thing about business. Turbo right now here's a dog. I hope you're not getting distracted by his growling. He's sitting straight up. Hey, Turbo, you want to say hi to the ladies? Yeah? Say hi. Turbo and I are going away for the weekend to a friend's house. We're having a girls' weekend. Sadly, he was going to visit his girlfriend, Darcy, and she is a guiding eyes dog, and she went into heat. So she is actually going to go and be breeded this weekend, or bred, I should say. So she's not going to be there for Turbo. So Turbo's going to be really sad. He's going to be at her house all weekend and not have her there. But we'll try to do some fun things with him. So, all right, I'm going to hop into Monday again. Monday was get real with yourself. Like, how badly do you want it? How much are you willing to put into it right now? So again, like, I really have to stress this to everyone. I know a lot of you see, like, I started my business just about like a little over a year ago, and think like, wow, like many of you may think it could be easy. Wow, like, you know what? Kate found success in less than a year. I can too. And that is true. That totally is true. Oh, Turbo can come visit Gemma. So sweet. He would love Gemma. He would probably have a hard time figuring out who he likes better, because Gemma and Darcy look very much alike. They're both labs. So I want you to know that it is possible. However, people have different circumstances. And for me, I didn't have a 9 to 5 because with my first business, I grew the first one with my 9 to 5 and went through the whole giving notice and resigning and all of that process. So for me, I had a lot more maybe open time than other people may have. So I want you guys to take that into consideration. Also take into consideration that I don't have children. I have a fur baby. So that makes it harder if you are an individual that has a family and you have kids, whether they're small or they're big kids. That's a lot of work. And that's another, barrier to maybe getting ahead a little bit faster because you have more responsibilities. The other thing is my husband works a lot too. He commutes 4 hours in total to his job every day. It's 2 hours into the city, 2 hours home. So he leaves around 5:55 in the morning, isn't home between 8 and 9 p.m. So for me, I actually love it. Don't tell him that. But it was great because I really had that permission, and I felt good about it. I didn't have to feel guilty about like missing out on our relationship or anything because he works all the time too. So I had that time by the time he left in the morning, a little before 6 until 8, 9 o'clock at night to work nonstop. Like I would pour hours into my business and literally like not stop. And that was like the first 6, 8 months or so. And then on the weekends, we have income properties, and that's really more of my husband's side hustle, the management and, the fixing of the properties and all that. So, I would be working on my business, he would go work on his business, and then we do something nice together during the day. Or maybe I'd go and help him out, or we have lunch together or something. So for me, I had a lot more time and freedom than maybe some other people do. But don't forget, I also had another business. I still had my therapy practice. So that was a little bit challenging because I was still working in an office, going to my office. I think when I first launched this, I was going to my office like 3 days a week rather than 5 or 6 like I was before. So that did take up probably about 30 hours of my week. So again, don't compare yourself. You can't compare yourself to other people who you see like make it happen faster, because we all are in different situations. We all have a different amount of time. We all have the same hours in the day, but we have different responsibilities to fill that day with. So, if you are maybe single or, you don't have a family yet, you can throw yourself in if that's what you want to do. If you want to see huge results within the first year of business, you can throw yourself in and you can make it happen. But I also don't want to give people false hope and think that it was very easy, because it was hard. It was very hard. I missed out on a lot of different family functions and, didn't do the fun things that I used to do way back when I had a 9 to 5, like just doing stuff after work, like going out after work. Like I remember there always being something going on, like whether it was, maybe going to the gym or going to meet a friend for coffee or a drink or going to get a manicure or going to a concert or something like that. I mean, we did something like every night after work. I didn't do that anymore. So just remember, it all takes time and you have to figure out what you're willing to put into it. And I said I was working the first 8 months of business about 90 hours a week. So at least 16-hour days. I know it sounds crazy, but I tend to have a lot of energy and I can just like crank workout. So again, like I was healthy also. And for some people, you may have like health issues or health conditions, and that could hold you back from getting to where you want to be a little bit faster. So everyone's story is going to be different. Now the rest of these I'm going to go through just really briefly because I don't want to keep you guys for too long. But Tuesdays was be okay with messing up. Just learn and know that it's okay to make mistakes, because you will learn through those mistakes. You will pick yourself back up, and there will always be some type of lesson that you yourself will learn, and you can also teach to your clients and people around you. So I can't think of any examples right now, but I had so many different learning experiences. Like a lot of it had to do with boundaries. And, you know, most of these learning experiences actually came up probably within my first business. And I think actually, you know what, my second too, because my first business as a psychotherapist, I had to put lots of boundaries in place. Just because that's the game. Like, that's what you have to do. And then when I came into coaching, it was like big and wide open, and I didn't have to have all of these boundaries per se. But so what I found myself doing was maybe having too many boundaries in the beginning, and I needed to loosen myself up a little bit. I needed to like be okay with like going outside the lines a little bit. So that was a learning experience that I had. Now Wednesday we talked about humbling yourself, being okay with doing the dirty work, realizing that when you first launch your business, you're not going to be able to afford to hire an assistant and hire a designer and have all these people on your team, a social media manager. That all comes with time. And there should never be anything that you're not willing to do in your business. You know, if it's something that's completely out of your zone of genius, like maybe designing a website, then yes, you're definitely going to have to hire out. But you should never feel, and even when you do have a super profitable business, you should always feel like, all right, you know what, if someone can't do that, like, I'm going to do it. You shouldn't put yourself above anyone. You should always sort of like be in the mix. So I knew that I wouldn't be able to afford to hire anyone at the beginning, so I did everything myself. Was it fun? No. Was it hard? Yes. Was I particularly good at everything? No. I would waste hours upon hours trying to figure things out. However, I look at it now as, you know, it's good because I'm not too disconnected from the systems in my business. Although I have someone else now who does most of the systems work for me, like the back end stuff. God forbid anything were to ever happen, and there's an emergency and they can't do it for me, you know what? I pretty much know how to go in now and fix things or put things together if I really had to. So that's what I see happen sometimes is people don't want to touch any of that stuff. They feel too high above. They feel like they, you know, it's just not worth it to do it, which, you know, I understand. Like, your time is very valuable. But then what happens if there's an emergency and like, or someone just quits? What do? Like, how you need to like improvise. Like, you're going to have to hire someone like this, and then maybe you don't get the right person in. So you should know how to work the back end of your business. And again, just slowly, and learn that it's going to come with time, that you can hire out people. And you know what? That's how I was able to build my business in the beginning, was really just not spending way too much money on investing in things, and just really focusing on just putting myself out there, not worrying too much about the back end stuff, being visible, and just getting myself booked up. And then once I started to bring a profit in, and I found that I had zero time left to do all that other stuff, that's when I was able to hire someone. So then we talked about, let's say this is today's, is giving abundantly without expecting return. So this is hard for some people. We have a lot of givers here, but even for givers, it can be hard because you tell yourself, like, this is a business, I need to make money. Some people are in, you know, a lack mindset, a scarcity mindset. Like, I'm fearful, I have to pay the bills, I have to make this happen. But here's the thing, if you want to pay the bills and you want to make money and you want to bring abundance into your business, you have to start somewhere, and you have to start by giving. You know, if you think about it, like big companies out there, a lot of them say like, a lot of them will offer like, you can buy this or you can have this for free. All you have to do is pay shipping, because they know that once you try their product, you're going to be hooked and you're going to want more and more and more. Hi, good morning. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Good to see you. And that's why people have like big coupons, like buy one, get one free, because they know that it's a way to get people in. So I'm not saying to do like coupons or like anything like that in your business, but I really believe that you need to give if you want to receive. So you need to give your time. Again, I talk about how I did probably like, I don't know, 70 or so, maybe 100 free calls my first year in business. And I still do them. Like, I'm fully booked with clients. I don't have much room. I will have space soon. And you know what? Yesterday I did a free call, and the day before I did a free call. So I'm never like too high above that to do free calls in my business. You should always be giving. And you know what? When you're making money in your business, this is a time where you have an opportunity to give even more, because now you do have money coming in, and you can set boundaries in different areas and be able to help other people out. So I love being able to do free calls. I get so lit up when I do free calls. I think that they're fun. I get excited that we can make so much happen in just like 30 minutes. I see big breakthroughs. I had a free call yesterday afternoon with someone, and I got a private message from her late last night, and she was just like on top of the world. She took everything we talked about, and it was a huge block that she had had for a while. Lots and lots of fears, and she took all of that and she went and she put it into action, and she made happen what she's been wanting to make happen for so long. So you never know the impact that you can make on someone's life just giving them 30 minutes of your time. So do not ever feel above that. You should always, no matter where you are in your business, be giving. And especially in the beginning, you want your schedule to be booked solid with calls, whether they're paid or they're free, because that's how you're going to learn. And that's how you grow your know, like, and trust factor. That's how you get testimonials. That's how you get people talking about you and referring others to you. I get tons of referrals. A lot of the people that I work with come from word of mouth. So it's not even like they Googled me, or, you know, some people find me in Facebook groups, but I get a ton from word of mouth. So that's what you want. That's how you want it to happen. So Carrie says, I'm in the midst of a launch, so I think this is very timely for me. Ooh, Carrie, that can be stressful. But it can also be a lot of fun, and you have to consistently tell yourself that no matter the outcome, it's going to be a good launch. Because so many people set a bar that's like really high for the outcome. And I think it's good to set, you know, standards for yourself and goals for yourself. But if you make it so high that you know it's almost impossible to reach, you know, it's not a good thing. It doesn't feel good for yourself. So you want to just say, like, you know what, maybe I want to get I'd love to get 15 people in my group program, but I'd be really happy if I got 8 people. And the other thing is, if you are in the midst of a launch of maybe like a group program or something where you can have multiple people in it, you may also want to consider that, you know, if you don't completely fill it, that's okay. And what you want to do is maybe grab some people at the end so that it is filled. So invite other people in, and this is a great way to give. Invite people who you know would be a star student in your program, and invite them in for maybe half off, or maybe you know, maybe even as a scholarship for free. Someone that you know is like maybe really struggling financially, and they are passionate about their business, they're working hard, and you know that they would take your knowledge and really make things happen with it. And because you get a testimonial, and they'll start to tell everyone about it. So I do that all the time. You know, I always try to fill my programs, but if there's a few spots left at the end, like you guys see, I do the giveaway in the group, and I'll invite someone in for free. And actually, yes, that goes to, and I'm actually not going to tell you what we're talking about tomorrow, because I'm going to save that till tomorrow, but that ties in perfectly. Hold on. Carrie says, true, I'll be mindful and take it on board. I have offered a few in for free, as they are definitely my ideal customer, and I would struggle financially. Yes, awesome, Carrie. That's incredible. That's very giving of you, and you learn so much from those people. So, talking of like scholarship and giving things away for free, I am going to be doing a giveaway pretty soon. I am going to be launching Invisible to Impactful as a group coaching program again. We did this back in July, and it was a hit. The women had incredible success, have been like super visible. Like a lot of the really visible people you see in our group have gone through that program. They've learned how to create content quickly. They've learned how to make the whole posting process a lot easier and more effortless. So what I'm going to be doing is actually next Wednesday, I'm going to be teaching a free live masterclass. You guys have to sign up for it. If you guys are on my email list, it went out to the list, I think, this morning. And I think it went out actually earlier in the week as well. A link to sign up for it. It's also posted in the group, and I can post it again. But I'm going to be teaching a masterclass on visibility. I'm going to talk to you guys about my story, how getting visible helped me book myself out, how it helped me book myself out quickly, relatively quickly, I should say. It doesn't happen overnight, it doesn't happen in a month, but it can happen in multiple months. I tell you guys about some of the tricks, the secrets, the things that I've learned along the way of trying to get visible and making myself visible. Yeah, you should totally sign up for it, Carrie. I'm really excited. And I'm doing it in Zoom too, which is even more fun because I get to see all your faces if you want to show your faces. So I get to see everyone who's there. It just feels a little bit more warm and inviting than like a regular webinar. So yeah, we're going to talk about all that stuff. There's going to be special bonuses at the end if you guys stick around till the end. It's going to be quick. It's not going to be a long masterclass. The teaching will probably be about, I don't know, I'd say like 30 minutes or so. And then at the end, I'll tell you a little bit about the different things I'm going to be offering you guys, the specials. Yay! Hi, Joy. Good to see you. This is really good. Pumpkin spice chai from Trader Joe's. Delicious. So yeah, so that I'm going to be launching that program again. You know, the launch is like underway. There's going to be an early bird cart opening at the end of next week. And you'll get all those details if you guys come to the masterclass. And I'll also be sending them out to the list as well. But there will be some incredible early bird, like basically like early bird discounts. And then there also will be some Black Friday and Cyber Monday discounts. Yeah, I'm super excited about it. And I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, then we're going to actually do a giveaway as well. That will be another component of it the week later. That will be probably, let's see, what's the date for that? I think that starts to maybe the 21st. It's like Thanksgiving week, actually, because Thanksgiving Day, I'm going to announce who the winners are. Figured it would be fun. That will be the only time I'll be getting on Facebook Live or the internet that day or working that day. But I figured it's like a happy day, a day of giving. So I want to pop on Thanksgiving Day and share the winners with you guys. It's only going to be a 3-day giveaway. It'll be quick. It's going to be easy. All you got to do is show up and give a little bit of input and you'll be entered into it. The program actually doesn't start until the second week of January, but I want to have the launch early. I want to close the cart and get everything done before the holidays because I want you guys to really take the time to enjoy the holidays. I want to take the time. Ooh, God, a squirrel. That was scary. A squirrel just like ran down the window outside. I want to take the time this year to enjoy the holidays as well because last year I was in full hustle mode and maybe working a little bit too hard. So that is all I have for today. I'm so glad that I got to see some of your faces here or your pictures. Thank you for interacting. And please, please, please sign up for the masterclass. I need to get a head count pretty soon because I may have to actually upgrade my Zoom in order to get more people into the room. Because as of right now, there's only 50 spots. And I think we're getting close to 50. So I'll need to get a head count soon so I can add more spaces in if anyone else wants to join. All right, I hope you guys have a great Thursday, and I'll talk to you soon.